CZ got it right. Decocker. Alright, so we're going to be talking about the brand spanking new, just now released as of filming this video. It was announced and is available as of like 10 minutes ago. So I'm one of the very first people to actually get a hold of one of these. Full disclosure, I did purchase this pistol. It was not sent to me by CZ, but I did purchase it through Modern Warriors. They're today's video sponsor. So if you're looking for one, they've got a handful of them in stock, as they're one of only a couple dealers. They're going to be very, very hard to get your hands on these. As was the CZ Shadow 2 Compact, it's still hard to get your hands on one of those, and this is a much better version of that pistol in my opinion. So get it while you can. Modern Warriors. So what this is almost identical to the CZ Shadow 2 Compact that came out, I believe, 2 years ago. And if you look online, everybody absolutely loves the CZ Shadow 2 Compact. They've all got one complaint about it. About everybody's got the exact same complaint, is the Shadow 2 Compact does not have a decocker. It's got a safety, and it doesn't have a firing pin block. So technically you can carry the Compact in double action, but what you have to do is you've got to cock it and then grab a hold of the hammer, press the trigger, and then slowly drop the hammer down without letting it slip, because you don't want to send a round off. And so now you're in double action, but there's no firing pin block. So if you were to drop it or hit the hammer really hard, there's a chance that it is going to send that round off. So everybody, again, had that same complaint with it because they wanted to carry it, but it's like, hey, this ain't the safest thing to carry. So what CZ done said, hey, we'll still offer that version if you want it, but if you do want to carry this gun, well, here's a better option. This has got a decocker, so you can carry it in actual double action. It also has a firing pin block, which means that no matter how hard you hit this hammer, it's not going to send that round off. Before we get started, let's just kind of go ahead and cover what comes in the case for you people that are interested in that. So it comes with a really nice case. You got your little manual in there. Comes with the pistol, obviously. Your lock that everybody's going to throw away. And it comes with 2 magazines. It's a nice carrying case. It is cut so that, you know, you've got a little bit of extra space in there for those people that care. I don't care about it, and this is going to get set on the shelf and never touched again. But I do appreciate the fact that it comes with 2 metal magazines. Now, let's go ahead and cover the specs of this thing. So it comes in with 4-inch barrel. It is a cold hammer forged barrel, so that is going to play a huge role in the longevity and the accuracy this barrel is going to produce. For those that don't know, cold hammer forging is pretty much the best way to manufacture a barrel. So yay for that. That's big plus is the fact that the 4-inch barrel is cold hammer forged. Moving back from the barrel, you've got 3 Picatinny slots down there on the bottom, so if you want to run a light on it. The sights are, both of them are tritium night sights. I would prefer a blacked out rear, but tritium night sights are cool. It is double action, single action trigger. So for those that don't know what that means, we'll go ahead and cock it, and then I'll decock it right there. So now I've got a 10.3 pound trigger pull on that first press. And what would happen is the slide would rack, and now I've got a 3.3 pound trigger pull. So it goes from 10.3 pounds on the first to 3.3 on all the ones after that. The trigger feels good. It's a typical CZ75 double action, single action style trigger. So it is a very pronounced curvature right there. The reset on it is fairly long, but it won't take much to get used to, and you can always send it off to Cajun Gun Works to get a trigger job done, which is, I think, is my plan for this one at some point down the road. So moving just above the double action, single action trigger, you do have a right hand only slide stop slide release. It is very pronounced, and I'm able to reach it with just a slight turn of the pistol. It's not in the way, which I really like that. So some pistols, when you go ahead and get that support hand up there, the support hand thumb can, you know, interfere with that if you're not careful. So I do appreciate and really like the way that that one's positioned. It's not going to be an issue with my support hand interfering with that and stopping the slide from locking back like I have had on some pistols. Another change that they made to the CZ Shadow 2 carry over the compact is this one comes direct optics cut from the factory, so it is cut for the RMSC pattern optics. If you don't want to run an optic, well, you've got the tritium sights, and those are the sights are cut to be co-witness. So what's really cool is you don't lose that rear sight like you do on some pistols. When you remove the plate for the optic, then that removes the rear sight. It's not the case here. And then obviously you've got the decocker back there, and it comes with thin aluminum textured grips that are marked CZ Shadow 2, because you want to flex on everybody that you're carrying the CZ Shadow 2. Now, fun fact, you can actually go on CZ's Instagram page on the announcement post, comment CZ in the comment section, and they will send you all of the features and specs straight to your DM inbox. But let's go ahead and run over there real quick. So safety features: safety notch on the hammer, decocker, firing pin block. Trigger resets 0.2 to 0.3 inches. Trigger travel is single action is 0.4, double action 0.6. Trigger pull is single action 4.7. Double action is 11.9 pounds. That's weird. So on one spec sheet it says that it's 10.3 double action, 3.3 single action. Right here it says single action is 4.7. Double action's 11.9 pounds. Not sure which one to follow. It's not threaded, sides are luminescent, barrel length 4 inches, height of the pistol is 5.4 inches, the width is 1.5 inches, length is 7.5 inches. It comes in at the weight of 30.7 ounces thanks to that aluminum frame, so you get decent weight, but it's not super heavy like a steel frame is. And then the magazine capacity is 15 plus 1. So, if all the features sound good to you, which I'm sure they do if you're interested in this pistol, they're identical basically to the CZ Shadow 2 Compact. This one's just upgraded with some extra safety features, and it comes with black grips. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get it loaded up and shoot it. All right, so we're just gonna be shooting some cheap target loads, just a bunch of 124 grain full metal jacket, and then I do have, I'll run a mag of hollow points, jacketed hollow points through it just to see how those do. I will say that I am incredibly excited about this pistol. The plan is for it to actually become my new carry pistol. So those that have been following me, y'all know that I've been carrying the a Walther PDP of some variation for the last 2 years now. Absolutely love the PDP, but I want to try a metal frame gun, and I want a double action single action. I've always liked the idea of carrying double action single action, especially carrying appendix, you know, concealed carry stuff. Just having that extra bit of safety with that double action trigger has always been appealing to me. And you also get a really good trigger with the single action. So again, I've always wanted to carry a double action single action. Just could never decide on one. End up going with the Walther PDP as my carry gun. Been shooting those great for the last several years. But again, I wanted to try something different. One metal frame, one hammer gun. Like I said, the PDP's been great. I'm not getting rid of them. Not going to stop using them. But I do want to try something different. I want to try to expand my horizon a little bit. Try some different pistols. And we're starting off strong with an absolute heater of the CZ Shadow 2 carry. Could not be more excited about it. It fits great in the hand. The holster that I'm running is a T-Rex Arms appendix holster. Great experience with them. Ordered it and it showed up at the house 2 days later. So really excited to get that running. Fits good, conceals good. I've got a little bit of experience shooting CZs. My brother's got one. He's got one of the CZ75. I forget, it's like CZ75B or something like that. So do have a little bit of experience with CZs, but not a ton. I just know they fit really, really good in the hand. It's really low bore axis, which helps with recoil tremendously. I know the CZ75s, all of them, whether we're talking, you know, the old school ones, like the SPO1s, the Shadows, or just like I think it's like the CZ75 Bravo or something like that, CZ75B. They've all got that exact same frame shape, and it's that really, really high grip, really pronounced beaver tail, and that really low bore axis, which is one reason why I do want to put an optic on this, so that I've got something to rack, because The CZ75s have got that really deep recessed slide, which doesn't give you a whole lot to purchase when it's time to actually manipulate the slide. Now, here's a really cool thing. All right, just put a round in and booyah, double action. All right, so let's just go ahead and start off with some doubles right here at 7 yards and see how this thing does before we start running it fast or running it at distance. We'll just go ahead and start off. We'll run from concealment. Not going to run the timer, but running double action, and I'm just going to we'll run 4 sets of doubles for the middle A zone. Oop, forgot to put a round in the chamber. Don't make that mistake. All right. You're just going to run slow and controlled. Like I said, 4 rounds of doubles right there, middle A zone. All right. So a little right. Let's run it 3 more times. There we are. That's a little bit more centered up. Let's see, head box. One thing about this gun though is, as far as recoil goes, it handles incredible. That low bore axis really does it well. I'm definitely gonna put a dot on it. So with that being said, y'all go ahead and drop it in the comments. What dot should I put on it? Again, it's cut for RMSC, so I'm going to run RMSC dot. I'm not going to do an adapter plate. We'll run just straight to the slide. So what RMSC dot would y'all put on it? Yeah, I mean, it handles recoil very well. Very well. One thing that I'm noticing, as you can see here, is it handles recoil incredibly well. It's super fast with that low bore axis, being able to get such a high purchase up there on the back strap. All right, now that I've got my bearings about me, we're going to go ahead and we will run a bill drill right here at 10 yards. All right, let's see. We're running on the clock and we're starting in double action. So that first round is going to be double action. The following 5 will be single action. All right, so that's a 2.46. I do believe those are all A's. 2.46, that first round being double action. So let's see, first shot was a 1.4, then it was a 2.3, 2.3, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0 splits. So 2.3, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0, 2.0. All right, that's a 2.21. So 1.19 first shot. There's a 2.4, 2.0, 2.0, 1.9, 1.9 split. So we picked it up a little bit faster there at the end. All right, so what we're gonna run is called an accelerator drill. So what that is I've got 2 targets set up, and it'll be 4 rounds on the left, 3 rounds on the right, 2 rounds on the left, 1 round on the right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Got it? I'll show the hits afterwards. It is clean targets right now. And I messed that up because I done 4 and then I went and put 4 over there. Counting's hard, guys. But here, let me spin you around and show you the targets. So there's the targets. So I went 4 and then I managed to put 4 on that target as well. So let's load another magazine and try to get it right this time. try it again. Hopefully we can count. There we go. That's pretty solid. Those are all A zones too. Yeah, heck yeah. All right, check this out. All right, so here we are. Yeah, those are line breakers. Those are A zones. I'm taking it. I'm counting. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. This target over here is grouped much better. Now what's cool about double action, single action is basically what everybody uses in movies. So all of those scenes, all the billions of scenes that you see out there, you know, somebody's got a gun in somebody's face and they ain't taking it serious and they listen and they cock that hammer. That's because they're running a double action, single action, and you get to do that with these guns. So if you want to feel just like really, really cool and be able to, you know, cock that hammer, well, you're going to need a double action, single action. Speaking of, let's see how this thing handles one-handed. Those are all A's. Look at this. Every one of them A zones. I want to see if I can do that again. That was all A zones, one-handed, and I'm not typically good at one-handed shooting. Maybe I just need the Shadow 2. Throw it in double action. Alright, looks like we dropped one. But man, this thing is just incredibly manageable. Alright guys, well, it is starting to rain on me. Gun's hot, got 300 rounds through it now. No malfunctions, didn't oil it, nothing. That's straight out of the box. 300 rounds, phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Obviously it is raining on me, and so I'm gonna try to get this thing wrapped up and get this gun inside so that it can hopefully not get too much rain on it. Also, shout out to Tactical Snacks. If you're looking for healthy snacks, well, definitely check them out. Little gummies. These are phenomenal. No artificial dyes or colorings or anything like that. We've also got protein gummies. These are just the sour ones. Made in USA. Great, great stuff. Now, why should you get this pistol? Well, if you want a double action, single action pistol because you want to be a cool guy and be able to cock that hammer back, it's really cool. Another reason is the fact that it's a metal frame gun. So if there's never been a hero in history that used a plastic gun, they all use metal frame guns. So that's reason enough to get it. So you get to feel like a cool guy and cock that hammer back. Carry a metal frame gun, like all the heroes in history. It's cold hammer forged barrel. It's accurate as crap. The targets, you know, they show that hey, this thing shoots really, really well. Probably the best shooting pistol I've ever shot, but that's not a very extensive list if I'm being completely honest. But absolutely love it. Cannot wait to shoot it some more. Definitely going to be my new carry gun. Let me know in the comments what optic you would put on it. Again, RMSC pattern optics. Don't send me no RMR or Recoil footprint optics. I need RMSC because I want to mount it directly to the slide. I think that's it. It's raining. I'm trying to get back inside because I'm getting wet right now. All my stuff's getting wet. You're getting wet. Gun's getting wet. Man, these are good. These are really good. I don't know how easy it is going to be to get your hands on one of these. Definitely keep an eye out. Check out Modern Warriors online. We've got an online gun store. They've also got locations in Utah and Tennessee. I think they're one of 15 dealers that are getting them, and they only got like 20 of them. But if you want some more stuff to watch on the performance of this gun, I don't know how many people are going to have them to be able to do videos relatively soon, but most everything is identical to the CZ Shadow 2 Compact. It's just the exception of the safety features, like the decocker firing pin block and the safety notch on the hammer or something like that, and it's cut for an RMSC optic. But as far as everything else goes, I think it's identical. So if you're just trying to get, you know, an idea of how people like the pistol, just check out all the regular CZ Shadow 2 compact videos, and they're basically going to be identical. But with that being said, make sure you check the description on there. Got some fun stuff for you. I'm gonna get in and get dry. So I think that's all I have for you. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.